What is up, everybody? MaelstromTier here, playing the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. And we just, hot off that run where we beat Hush. And despite that, I think I want to try and change it up a little. Haven't done Blue Baby yet. Blue Baby's a bit weird. But considering that it's a challenging thing, I might as well welcome the challenge. So our seed is 42. God, 42 again. I think that's like the fourth run in a row. 42 EZ. Listening to 42.2 EZ radio. That doesn't make sense because the band only goes to 88 and then only up to like 108. But nonetheless, TA1A. Alright, so what's the thing about Blue Baby? One thing, he has only Spirit Hearts, and he will only ever have Spirit Hearts. If you give him an HP upgrade, he just gets a Spirit Heart, which is like super good for getting deals with the devil, but then they all cost 3 Spirit Hearts. Also, he's got the poop. It's exactly what you expect. But you get it once per room. So there's that. Yeah. It's actually not that great. And neither is Retrovision. It's like freaking awful. Probably especially for the bitrate. Thanks a lot. So this like Tinted Rock would be very imperative to us because if we can get some Spirit Hearts to it, it's basically like free HP upgrade. But for real. And that's what makes Blue Baby kind of difficult. And not kind of, like pretty much exactly difficult. But at the same time, he's got a lot of advantages because there are some things like Horror Babylon. There is an item that I think you can fly if you don't have any hearts. And other things like that that are like super good, and they synergize really well with just Blue Baby's natural playstyle. I'm trying to use the poop because there might be a Spirit Heart, or not a Spirit Heart, but a penny, and we can accumulate enough. Didn't even talk about Parasite because there's not much to talk about. Our shots like splinter off, which is good. We can kind of use it a little tactically sometimes, I suppose. Maybe there are enemies like stuck in this craw type area. We can get them out. But really, it's okay. Really love freaking bomb, but that's not gonna happen. We could continue on, but I really don't like that. I really don't like that room. Could have used you, random champion guy, last room, because you're gonna explode. I can just tell. I'd really like it if you exploded, like, on Monstro, though. That sounds weird. Yeah! Little bit of damage. Which is good, because considering this is Monstro and our, like, shots aren't really that great. Although they bounce in a way, like, Parasite makes them bounce a little so you get an extra hit, kind of. But it also, like, messes around with his knockback. Which makes him a little bit unpredictable. Not that much. It's Monstro. He still goes down pretty fast. We get Blood Clot, which is a damage upgrade. I was honestly kind of hoping for Book of Matches, but I don't think it's going to happen. You know what? Let's... Who Dare... No, not Who Dares wins. If you gotta... You gotta be adventurous if we're going to make this work. And... Our bravery / intentions or whatever paid off. So we'll get this one. Hopefully, maybe it opens up another one. It doesn't. I was hoping that it would, like, give us a bomb as well as a Spirit Heart, but I'll take just the Spirit Heart. It's like, it's exactly what I wanted, so it's perfect. Blood Clot's fine. It's a damage upgrade, but only on one eye, but it's, like, worth 2 damage upgrades, if that makes any sense. Like, because it only hits one eye, it's like double the stat. And this is the best dodging of my life, save for that one greed mode run we had recently. What makes you larger is not great, and one would say it's like actually worse because it makes our hitbox like total garbage. But it's fine. We can survive it. We've done through worse. Little larva. I don't know what this does, but we'll take it. Oh, look, you know what? This is a good synergy. Now we drop poop and we get a fly. It's all right. Bear with me here because this joke is like garbage, but it's kind of a shittier version of Guppy's head because we're actually like shooting poop. Thank you. I'll be here all night and day. Mostly at night though. That's when I'm awake because I can't sleep. Normal human schedule. I'm not physically incapable, but at the same time, it's like super difficult. I was probably, I don't even know if the secret room would have been there or not. But I would also really like this, are you wizard pill to stop? Like, any day now, thank you. Alright. So we can't get, well, we could, technically, we could get a deal with the devil item if we so wanted it. Like, because it only takes 3 spirit hearts, and 3 spirit hearts is more than what we have. At the same time, why would I want to spend 3 spirit hearts to get, like, I don't know, unless it's exceptionally worth it. Ceremonial robes, kind of worth it. We trade in 3 spirit hearts for 3 black hearts. Abaddon, I don't know if we've unlocked that yet, so I don't even like know if that's a possibility where it just turns all of our hearts, like, or gives us like 6 and then some damage upgrade. Actually, I think Ceremonial Robes has some sort of other stat influence to it as well, so that would probably be a definite yes. We should probably focus on this, on Turdy, or whatever your name is. Oh, great. Right at the tail end of the fight. We take some dumb damage. We get an HP upgrade, though, which really just turns into a spirit art. Okay. Gimpy might be worth it, because every time we get hit, we have a chance to drop a spirit heart. It would leave us with 2 hearts. But at the same time... no, well, let's just welcome the deals with the angel. What else do we have on this floor? We have a shop we haven't gone to. I'm not going for boss rush, you know? I just said last time I was like, oh, we should probably like try to stay at a decent pace so we're not wasting our time. So instead I said, screw it, let's fight Envy, because I wanted to waste as much time as goddamn possible. And time a-wasting we shall. You know, have a nice chat about how things are going. How are you? You can't respond because this video is pre-recorded, so it makes this conversation a little bit difficult. Which is always the kind of issue. Well, not necessarily with and also it was great that we spent that entire thing for a hook-in, like, for a troll bomb that was basically entirely worthless. Bomb for a bomb and a key, it's, you know, it's okay. It's kind of the problem, like, that I feel with streamers. I feel like sometimes streaming people have a little more power than I don't know, I feel like, because usually I've been in Twitch streams with people who's like, oh yeah, this guy's being watched by like 1,000 people, and then one where it's like just 8 people. So you get a little, you know, it's a more local experience. But I feel like the guy, because he has a microphone and can respond faster and like has that time, kind of has the advantage, which isn't great. But at the same time, it's like, you know, it's competition. What's the point? What I don't understand is why face cam, like, statistically makes it better. I've been told, because I was talking about trying to do, like, thinking I should do a stream at some point and collaborate. My friend was like, you should do some face cam because it's like super good and people identify or something with it, and I'm like, but why though? It's just my dumb face. And then like you turn, like, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm old and are all radio focused, you know, and there's that expression, you've got a face that's made for radio. And I wouldn't consider myself like a Hunchback of Notre Dame, but I wouldn't also consider myself Ryan Gosling. Bomb Contact's freeze effect's like super great, because now enemies might just stop in their tracks. And that is very nice. Very Borat, very nice. Kind of wish we had Blasting Cap, though. That makes poop explosive when we destroy it. I think we had it at some point. But basically we just get a bomb every room. That'd be nice. Instead we get flies every room and possibly a like maybe if we're lucky a penny. Maybe if somebody up there likes us, we get like Spirit Heart, and if they're like saying, look, you have luck, but it's not really that great, we get a Red Heart, and we're like, cool, thanks. I'll use that in the near future. Oh wait, no I won't. I'll be dead. We're starting to get enough money, slowly but surely, to make the shop worthwhile. We could almost just go in there already, screw the consequences, and see if there's an item on sale. We have 4 keys. I haven't seen any... As soon as I say I haven't seen any gold chests, that's when they start appearing. The same way we're like, man, we see a lot of tinted rocks, but we don't have any bombs. Peep is annoying. We can deal with him. The only thing that's annoying is when he starts to lose enough health and then his eyes pop out, which will inevitably happen. Unless this is, I was about to say, unless this is a champion version that doesn't do that, in which case, you know, you'll be my favorite version of this fight, but not so. Kind of holding on to this poop shot just in case I get to use it as like a, yeah, you know, I was hoping that we could like block a shot with it. Poop strats. That's a book that already exists, but it's not about the Binding of Isaac, I'm sure. And, you know, do that. There is some use to shoot the poop item, like interesting things. For one thing, like the way that you can make a rock bridge with a rock bridge with a rock. You can put the poop here, and then when you blow it up, it'll make a bridge. Similar to if you had a rock, but maybe there's one that didn't, like maybe it got destroyed, or maybe there isn't one there. Untapped isn't really great with the poop. I mean, it could be better, but it also could just also be, well, crap. If we don't get enough money, it's not the end of that. I'm not gonna cry over it, but at the same time, it might be nice. It's future-proofing, I suppose. Not much else on the floor. We've already got our treasure room, we've already got a thing, but, you know, in a room like this where there's like a million rocks, maybe one of them is tinted and I can stand to pay attention. Instead, I'll just, like, watch that bone go immediately into my face. Despite that, and despite the fact that we only have 4 spirit hearts, 4 hearts for being in the caves is pretty decent, considering that you don't really have a guaranteed, like, I'm just tooting my own horn here, but except for HP upgrades that literally are just come and go, thanks to your blue baby-ness, and just like, boy, I hope we get some tinted rocks. Is your best bet for getting spirit hearts, or getting spirit hearts in the shop. In fact, was there one in the shop? That probably would have been a good idea to check. It's like 5 cents for a spirit heart for an HP upgrade sold. Could you not do this? It's pretty much the floor in a nutshell. Austin Powers joke. I think I was too young for Austin Powers, like, to be able to watch it. It was not. 3-cent thing. World card. I kind of want to keep the devil card just in case, so yeah, that's not a place I would have expected it. Especially since it, like, bridges this gap kind of weird. 3 cents for... Okay, it was like a good return investment. Do we go back for Nun's Habit? No. Basically, I've talked myself out of it. But Mitchell, future-proofing. Yeah, but I don't know. How about future-proofing our arcade? That's what I meant. I meant to drop my controller while I was like readjusting my seat. How embarrassing. Hey, let's put this to the test. Last run episode, I said that if we have full spirit hearts, we get some with this, and we do. That's super great. Fine with that. Keybagger? No, screw you. Basically. But this guy should probably get rid of these frozen dudes first. Frozen dinners. Never had it like, at least those, I don't know, maybe because they were from the 50s, but I've never had those like 50s style frozen tray dinners. And it kind of was like, I kind of always wanted one. I'm sure the Hungry Man things are the pretty much modern equivalent. I should probably go seek one of those out. I don't know, something about it is fascinating, but at the same time, it's like the same way how I can see a Krabby Patty and go, man, kind of hungry for hamburgers, but really, I don't know. I'm very particular about hamburgers, and I would argue on the side of meh. There's usually always like way too much meat to like everything else ratio, to where I can't. I don't know. But that's a personal preference. It has nothing to do with quality. It's just, I don't know. Digging myself into a hole, and I don't even have the shovel. It would take 6 rooms to charge it. This room is gonna take 6 years to finish. At this rate, I would like to just get like one of you dead so we can get this started. Like maybe the tiny one? No? Alright. Like the farther... Okay, there we go. Just takes a little bit of hands... Greasing palms? Greasy... That doesn't sound right. Palms are sweaty. I don't know. This is a dumb story, but hey, we're playing The Binding of Isaac, and dumb stories is all we can do. I was at a radio station. One would say a dumb college radio station, but nonetheless, it is still the one that I work at, quotation marks. And I suppose back when it was popular and we were a little more like alternative, but also rap because that's cool, had Eminem's Lose Yourself, and it was probably a popular song when it played, but we've kind of gone away from that sound. And even though it was still in our data bank, like it was in basically what you'd say never play or there are kill category. But if I poop, basically just get like almost guaranteed a penny. We get a guaranteed fly, so I don't know. I kind of like the synergy. I don't want to give it up so easily. We got Bob's Curse, so our item is down and our shop is down, and I didn't really want that. So yeah, it was in K, except we had one person who constantly would play it, and we're not supposed to, you know, you're not supposed to insert songs, whatever. The scheduler, if the music director is good at their job, and normally they are because they're picked for it, you don't need to insert songs, because otherwise it'll be like they specifically engineer it so that songs flow pretty well. Okay, Angel Room, Sacred Heart, homing shots and damage upgrade. That's kind of what I was hoping for with like banking our success on the deals with the angel, because sometimes it just gives you like, here's holy water. When you get hit, it breaks. And you're like, I don't want to get hit. Like, well, too bad. What am I looking for? We can't go into that room. So, for some reason, our old system was a pain in the butt to get things deleted, which I guess is a good thing because you don't want someone to just accidentally delete something like very easily. And so, oh yeah, we have magnet. That would totally just be useful. So when we got a new system that allowed us to file stuff more easily, and instead of having to search things like exactly to the letter, we were able to just like, it was almost Google search, I think was the way that the salesman had it. I almost called him a snake oil salesman to his face, but that's a story for another time. So we was like, hey, maybe we should just get rid of Lose Yourself, because it's just like, why? So I was like, okay, yeah, that sounds good. But instead, I think I probably went a step too far, but I thought, you know, let's just be silly with this. And instead of deleting the song, I replaced the audio with Herb Albert and the Tijuana Brass's Spanish Flea, in the hopes that they would start to play it, because it had a 0 post. So basically, if you were going to intro it or play it at all, you would have to pause it. So I think it would have been hilarious to hear someone be like, all right, it's time for Eminem's Lose It on 89.9, and then play it, and it's just like, and then hear someone awkwardly scramble to play the song immediately after that. I basically sabotaged my own station because of a joke. So the lesson learned is no one listens to college radio. That's a lie. I got calls. It's the best thing when it happens. But I guess it's because I'm doing a request show that doesn't really make sense. What are we doing on this Isaac run? We're doing pretty good, all things considered. Health is okay. I mean, as okay as Blue Baby can be, you know, you can say health is okay, and then it all just comes tumbling down Evangelion style. I can't really make that reference either. I haven't seen Evangelion since it aired in, like, what, Adult Swim or Toonami or whatever it was? And back then, I was just like, I don't know, psychological stuff, whatever. Where's my Gundam? Why do I want to watch really crushing, depressing stuff? I'll watch Gundam. Oh boy, War in the Pocket. It's a new series. Oh, I didn't know I could cry like this. Ah. Seriously though, War in the Pocket. Pretty much all of the Gundam OVAs that came out in that time era, fantastic. 8th MS team's good, starts out good, and then it, like, I still enjoy it, but the director died midway, like, through production, and then they finished it kind of off his notes, but at the same time, you know, he wasn't there to supervise it, so it definitely felt like it lost that touch. But it's still good, still entertaining. This room is, I want to be rid of it as soon as possible. And I would even say, as far to go, like, if you can, because I've had people, and, you know, I accept that they are flawed individuals, but I still tell them that if you can stomach the aged, it's definitely not aged well. The original, like, 1980 series Gundam, like the first one, Mobile Suit Gundam, I love it. It's like, it goes between having that super great 80s anime style and then just going, holy crap, how little time did they have to make this? Like, why is the Gundam suddenly so out of proportion that it's just kind of hilarious? Like, it can take people out of the experience, but I feel like it's just, like, entertaining almost. Also just realized our Parasite shots, like, home in as well. So that's freaking awesome. That's a synergy that I don't think I've seen before. But yeah, Gundam. It's pretty great. Like, I recommended Unicorn first to my friends because it was gorgeous. But it's really difficult to understand what's going on in Unicorn Gundam unless you have like the understanding of like Char's counterattack, hooking, even Double Zeta. There's a lot of stuff in there. Basically, you need to go know what you're doing. Oh, good, double active. We can poop twice. Number 2, or I believe that's either Infestation or Mutant Spider, and number 2 is awful. So I will spend a heart to get Infestation 2, which is awesome. I think we've got it before, but if not, I will explain that when we kill a guy, or when we kill an enemy with tears, pretty much with anything that isn't a spider, it turns into a spider. So we can just like start building up spider. If we get some really good damage, we could build up spiders really quickly. More options is nice. It's not very useful this floor because I believe even more options gives us like a choice in the item room, which we already had. But with that given us like more choices, that was the worst damage we've taken, like hands down. Or would we not have those items? It's hard to say. It's kind of nice that we got all these spiders from that. I don't know if it was because it was a boss or because Chubb is segmented like in a weird way. Nonetheless, super fine. I would like kind of more damage, not only so that our flies can get a little more into it, ow, but also because then we would be able to, like, because when the spiders kill something, they just die, and they don't spawn more spiders if they kill it. But if we could kill things faster and then, like, grow our stable, I think that would be pretty good. What do you have? Oh, you have Krampus. So, you know, whatever. I'm hoping he'll be dead soon, which is a weird thing to say now that I've said it, and I'm hoping it'll never be misconstrued or used in a terrible fashion, but nonetheless, Krampus is finished. Do I want to spend bombs? Potential HP upgrades? We have. Alright, on to Necropolis. This run is looking pretty good. All things well, not all things considered. The thing that we consider is that is just that we're Blue Baby. And honestly, like, Blue Baby is probably one of my favorite characters just because he's got a very interesting style to him, and he's very, I'm surprised I saw that like tinted rock because it was like the tiny little X right here. But it's very fun. It's very nice. Gives me time to talk about, I don't know, other things. I could go on for Gundam for hours. If we're just going by like UC, I haven't seen F91. I've heard it's good, but it's, the weird thing is it was made to be a 52 episode series, and then they said, no, actually you're just getting a movie. So you're getting 2 hours to explain your entire plot. And they're like, I guess we'll just condense it. And so it feels really like the first hour is like, this is neat. It's a lot of world building. It's pretty neat. And then the next one is just like, oh geez, this is rushed. Actually, I don't know why I did that. I kind of want Unicorn Horn. Why would I choose? Unicorn Horn's got a 6 charge room thing, but it's a little better than poop, which means now we can get rid of this trinket if we find a better one. Glowing Hourglass, I've heard great things about. There was a self-post on the Binding of Isaac that was really popular a long time ago that was like, this is why Glowing Hourglass is like the best item in the game, hands down. But it's, I don't know, it's got some things to use. Come on. Okay. We immediately fight Mom, which is kind of a bad thing in the fact of, like, we'd have no escape. But at the same time, what are we going to get for this room? Like, we might find a tinted rock. We might find an item like a Steven in a golden chest or something like that. Or the more, like... Oh, yeah, there we go. Another spirit art, like, in a chest. That's very lucky. The more possible thing is, you know, we just find a room where we get totally boned and lose a bunch of spirit hearts. So, I kind of want to just, like, go. At the same time, I'm still going through these rooms. Our damage is, like, just fine. So, these rooms aren't a chore or anything. Not like it was before. Got an arcade. Don't know what we want to do with it, but it's an arcade. We're not going to make it to boss rush. Definitely not, because we're way past it. But we're certainly not going to make it for that other thing, the hush fight. And this trinket's still not too bad because we still have like a few, plenty of hoops lying around that we can get bombs from, or flies, not spiders. Spiders are from killing enemies. Brain is for using brain facts. We could do the boss rush. We could, or mob trap room for this piddly chest. Maybe use our unicorn horn and like get something out of it. But instead, I'm gonna do something a little probably not as smart, and then just use it here. Maybe get a blood bank, which gives us more speed, or maybe we just get a couple of money and Child's Heart. Child's Heart gets us more hearts, which isn't very good. But if we get to deal with the devil, and maybe we get Dark Bum, and yeah, I don't know. I don't think we're gonna get as many poops in the womb as we did before. I mean, there's red poops, but I don't think there's regular ones. I did ask for a trinket. If it's red hearts, you know, whatever. Maybe it'll give us spirit hearts by sheer luck. But nonetheless, get Mom. It would be nice if you gave me a spot to shoot. We got halfway through the fight. That's pretty good, all things considered. Yeah, right. We do have a lump of coal, so maybe we could, like... Well, we don't really want to worry too much about it. Like, it's not like it's the thing that we need to do, or else we're screwed. Getting more damage from it is better. I also got to deal with the angel instead. Got Trinity Shield, which is interesting. It blocks shots in this lovely little pattern that we can, like, flip around. I also feel like I can't tell if there's some actual motion blur going on or if it's just my brain like slowly dying like a graphics card. But nonetheless, we move on. Scarred Womb. I almost thought it's sacred. We did not donate all our money, which is a shame. At the same time, oh, demon or regular judgment, regular beggar man, you're my new best friend. Give me a heart. How dare you? You insult me. Stars card is also kind of insulting because we don't need it. The double active card is like also mildly useless. Like we could use it to like we could use it to do Unicorn Horn. I don't think we'll be able to do Unicorn Horn twice, but we could still like use it. Oh my gosh, we already found our boss room. That's incredible. I don't like that, actually. I'm sure that our boss fight isn't going to be too terrible, but at the same time, if we could avoid taking damage from it, all the better. That's why I was kind of hoping that, or thinking that if we had to fight more rooms, that we could run around and maybe get a charge and then use Demon Judgment, but it doesn't look like we're going to have to do that. Trinity Shield, I think, just saved us there. Almost got a charge for Unicorn Horn. And you know what? I could consider, especially if we get like Skull X, which would be totally useless. Trickle Charge could be better. AAA battery, yeah, I mean, the item effect is Trickle Charge, and you know, I feel like the item effect is more important than the name. The Fallen's annoying. It can be. We do have the ability to, like, freeze him in his tracks, but when he splits into two, he's kind of a lot more annoying. Nonetheless, after all that was said and done, barely needed him. You got Brother Bobby, which is, like, of all the things to get, kind of the worst. I say that because, like, I think the Fallen has a, when you beat him, you get an item from the Devil Pool. So it's like, man, so glad that I got fucking Brother Bobby when we could have gotten, like, Brimstone. Tower. Do we want to use this now? Like, or do we want to keep moving on? Our run's pretty good. We don't need to stay here forever. We got Spirit Hearts. Could, by the time, if I try to do that and take our Spirit Heart away, that room probably won't be open. Because it has a chance to close when you come back to it. We've got to make it down pretty far anyways. We don't want to be wasting our time. I'm just taking my time like a song from Boston. I'm just moving on. You'll forget about me after I've been gone. Or don't forget about me. I don't know. Where am I going with this? I don't know. We just had Guppy's Head last turn. It's still good. In fact, it's almost worth, like, using... Maybe. I kind of want to keep Double Active as, like, as an investment kind of thing. Like, just in case something goes horribly wrong. We still have, like, a charge of Unicorn Horn to use. And Trickle Charge is fine. We just stepped immediately on that. You might be hearing, like, a hissing noise, and that, for once, is not max. It's the effects of the negative. Are you being serious right now? Cool. The effects of the negative that when you have, like, either low health or, you know, if I had only Spirit Hearts, that you do damage. It's like a little mini Necronomicon. It doesn't do the big book effect, but it does damage to everyone in the room. Which is another reason that, like, Blue Baby's super great, because he'll get that every time he gets hit. Now, granted, you don't want to get hit. Like, that's half the game right there of, like, don't get hit. The first rule about if you can dodge a tier, you can beat Mom's Heart. I don't know where I'm going with this. Speaking of Mom's Heart, I forgot about this. Remember that thing we unlocked last time? It lives. Well, so instead of fighting Mom's Heart, we're now fighting like a tiny. That was probably the worst use of that. Let's just get past it. Now we're fighting like a weird heart fetus. The Binding of Isaac, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, the Binding of Isaac. Edmund McMillan, you crazy man. These bombs contacts doing work, and Trinity Shield, basically saving our lives there. We could probably just stand still. I'm too afraid of that. We unlocked Dead Baby. Sweet. We could also go up. Oh, but we have the negative. But I bet if we beat Isaac, that we'll start to get another thing that's like opposite of the negative. The positive. Okay, let's just go down. Shoal, I hardly missed ya. Like, really. You're kind of not fun, especially when you have laser enemies that just kind of immediately hit me. Because our speed isn't that great. kind of want to use all these bombs to potentially find a way to not get a spirit. Alright, hey, speed upgrade. Okay, $1 million. Balls of steel. I don't know. Book of Revelations? Well, I don't know. That's not entirely useful. Abaddon, maybe, for wishing for things that could happen. Maybe all of the Guppy items, like, ever. It's a weird version of death. It spawns these bomb flies, who could be a little more, like, yeah. I'd love to use them effectively and actually kill death with them. Suppose we could also just say, screw the rules and bomb each door. We've got plenty of bombs to complete that task. But I'm still kind of holding out for like a good, like a tinted rock. This room's not too difficult, and we get plenty of spiders out of it. This room's gonna be annoying because I really hate these. It's not so much the fact that the ghosts are like actually difficult. Like, sure, they're annoying and they got the brimstone thing, but they show up for a second, hit you with the brimstone laser, and then like hide for 30 seconds. And you're just like, please just show up. It's all I ever wanted from you was to just actually appear in my life, Father. That's unfair. That joke doesn't work for me. Family life is perfectly fine. Hey, let's try this now. Halfway. Half of Satan's health. It's not bad. Would be better. Someone's probably saying, "Oh man, probably could have used 9-volt now," but you know, hindsight is always 20/20. You have the seed, you can play it, and you can tell me, "Oh yeah, I beat this run in like 12 minutes because of it," and that's good for you. I am just gonna slowly piddle my way through it, and when I'm like dead and broken, then you'll be like, "Well, I'll say, you know, that guy was probably right." It's weird though, because all you had to do is, or all you can trust on this one is the shadow. With Mom, you kind of have a visual, or a sound cue. Nonetheless, beat Satan, Blue Baby, that's pretty good, but we go even further. Straw never ends. And we unlocked the Forget Me Now, which was kind of like that reroll Room 5, which I didn't realize was an item that we had to unlock. Oh, good, Cursed Eye. Guess what? Oh, God, this is like the... I'm not taking it. Let's just get that right out of the way. Cursed Eye is a really annoying item. I don't know if I've talked about it yet. But, basically, it makes you like charger shots and fire them out. You fire them fast, and it's like pretty nice. But there's also a chance that if you get hit, you'll teleport. Say like if you're charging and you get hit while you're on like a boss fight, then you just teleport out of the room. Then when you come back to that, you just have to do the boss fight again. And so, the short answer is it's not worth it. The long answer is, no, seriously, screw that item. And screw this guy. Adversary, Dark One, whatever your dumb friggin' name is. Guy that sucks because you got that brimstone laser that I'm still not fast enough. Please stay frozen, please stay. Or at least, yeah, you know what? Spawn spiders. I'm okay with that. Tech 2. I don't know if I should have taken it. I also don't know if I should have gone to this big room. Tech 2, like, halves are... Oh, but we have homing laser. All is forgiven. Brother Ghost Baby. Brother Ghost. He's not great, but, you know. Also, we hit, like, a lot. And possibly every hit has a chance to freeze. So maybe it's, like, super great. Maybe it's just the best synergy we've ever had. Excuse me, Stain. Stain! Calling for one. Lovely Stain. Add That sounds awful. Yumhard, I'm not even gonna pick you up. That's how useless you are to me. I'm Blue Baby. I can't. All right, we're on the verge of death, guys. So we should do a little more like worrying. I think we're. Oh, hey, holy water! You heard me talking about you last. Like when the deals with the devil started, or deals with the angel started popping up, and you're like, I don't appreciate you talking trash on me, regardless of the fact that I'm still actually trash. Room is actually not as bad as I thought it was gonna be, considering I really sincerely hope that this is the way to the boss room, because thing is, I don't like the dark room. It's very difficult, and unlike they're like the red chests that you get at the start are super useless in a way, because they don't good, but at the same time, oh man, oh jeez, please don't. I've got my finger on the trigger as if I was playing a song from Kamen Rider, ready to. Brimstone, baby, little Brimstone, you came at the wrong time, but at the same time, like, you're still good. Okay, what do? Do we pop it immediately, or do we like wait on it? We should charge this. I don't know where we're gonna end up. We're fighting the lamb, the last fight on this guy on this floor. We've got two basically charges for let's see, this is bad because they home, but at the same time we have homing shots. Oh no, I was just on it. I was just about to hit it. I didn't even know that he had a brimstone laser. And hey, if you enjoyed the video, barring that ending, that was like the saddest. I should have just gone for broke. Oh, but nonetheless, leave a like. My heart hurts now. Like, it's heavy. Leave a like or dislike. I would almost leave a dislike on my own video, but I don't know. YouTube algorithms might make it work. And also consider subscribing, because I'll have a Isaac video every day, and hopefully they're not as soul-crushing as that last one. But I've been MaelstromTier, and I will see you next time. Hopefully with a brighter smile than this. Seriously, this hurts.